guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you know, I am doing art subscription boxes, primarily because I want to get exposed to new supplies without, buying them and, well, buying the whole set because I have full set syndrome. So I had originally signed up for Art Snacks, Smart Art, and Scrawler Box. Unfortunately, Scrawler Box was kind of disappointing for me. The shipping is almost as much as the box, and because it ships from the UK, I haven't even gotten my August box. I know it was already running late, but basically by the time I receive it, I won't even be able to do the challenge. I'm past the point of entry, so that I could win. So it kind of like, oh. So with that, said, and the fact that they don't give full-size supplies, I should say media, not supplies, I've decided to swap out Scrawler Box with Paletteful Packs. So I've gotten my first one. I have only undone the taping, but I haven't opened it. So I'm gonna unbox it with you. We'll take a look, see what on earth is in here, and then yeah, we will do projects after. I'll obviously take a break between this and kind of get familiarized with it. But first off the bat, we have some brushes, and let's see, we have a Derwent Graphic HB pencil, and then we have a Princeton. Princeton's actually a good brush brand, by the way. A flat wash, 3/4 inch flat wash. I could have really used that for my class the other day. And then a Robert Simmons, looks like a size 8 blender. Interesting. Okay. Then what do we have here? Acrylic gouache. Oh my gosh, I just bought gouache from Arteza. Oh, I'm gonna need my knife. So that's gonna make it kind of fun. Oh my gosh, these are Holbein gouaches. Whoa, this is Holbein. That's not cheap. So, wow. Already impressed. Yeah, I just bought Arteza gouache. This is Holbein gouache, which on my Arteza video, someone had told me about the Holbein gouaches and how they loved them. Holy moly, that's crazy. They have the pigment numbers on them. And so it looks like they've sent the perfect palette, actually. You've got your primary colors and a black and a white, and that's literally all you need to make a ton of colors. Ooh, I'm very, very, very interested in what this has to bring. Okay. Then we have a Stonehenge Aqua Cold Press. I wonder what we're supposed to use this for. Although this would make really good for swatching, but let's see. And then a kneadable eraser from Prismacolor. Always need those. A little palette. Not as impressive as the Holbein paints. But, Alright, what is this? Okay, so I'm a little confused because shouldn't there be instructions? I don't know. I'm new to Paletteful Packs, so I don't know if they work like... Oh, this is oh my goodness. Okay, well, I don't see anything else in here. Of course, I'll have to look into it and see, but I don't know how they work theirs. But this is Crescent watercolor boards, so it's actually 3 8x10 watercolor boards. If you're not familiar with watercolor boards, they're actually really cool. Let's pull these out. So there should be 3 of them in here. Yeah, I think you guys can see the separation. But what these are is, oops, let me make sure they're the 114 watercolor board, pre-mounted. Okay, so you can do, looks like it's going to be just 3 flat surfaces. So this is basically the paper you would want, watercolor paper, but it's been pre-glued to the board, so it's not going to buckle. So these are actually really cool. Now I actually like the boards that you can, you know, that are bound and you can actually like peel the page off when you're done, but these are meant to be used as is, but you can see them kind of compressed in there. I was hoping they were the ones that would separate, but nope, it's one per project. So yeah, I have the 3 here. It says 114. I wonder if that means 114 pounds. But it's a cold press, rag lightly textured, pre-mounted watercolor board. So I got those, the palette, the kneadable eraser, the Stonehenge. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this other than swatch. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this box. 2 brushes, an HB graphite pencil from Derwent. I've never tried those. And then 5 acrylic gouaches from Holbein. So I'm pretty impressed with like the quality of stuff. I mean, they put a Princeton brush in here, so that's actually impressive. Princeton's not cheap, nor is Stonehenge. But as for what I'm supposed to do with it, I'm not sure. I'll have to like look it up, because with my other art subscription boxes, there's like a prompt or a challenge, and this one is just supplies in a box, and I'm supposed to do something with it. I don't know, like there's literally nothing else in the box. Wouldn't that be great? My first experience and I'm missing like instructions or something. So I don't know, I'll look it up online. Like I said, Art Snacks and Smart Art come with like a pamphlet telling you everything you've gotten. And they also tell you kind of like the challenge that you can enter, whereas Paletteful Packs doesn't. But what I'll do is I'll research it, because this is a new box to me. I literally like blindly signed up for it because I wasn't impressed with Scrawler Box, so didn't have time to research. But this came recommended by a lot of my artist friends. They said they liked what they got. But supply-wise, I'm actually impressed, especially with this, because I was actually looking to get these when someone had mentioned these, and I was like, oh, I'm not paying that. So I'm actually like, hey, look at that. How funny is that? I was just talking about Holbein gouaches with someone, and I got them. So I will be back after I do some research on what on earth I'm supposed to do with all this, and then, of course, I will do something with one of these boards or something for you guys to see on camera. So yeah, I'll do a project with you guys, but I just wanted to unbox it with you so you could see what I got, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to film my final impressions after playing around with this month's Paletteful Packs. This is my first month getting a Paletteful Pack, so I don't have as much background to go off of, but either way, I wanted to kind of go over it with you guys. So, I've already done the unboxing. Of course, it was like a month ago almost for me, but let's pull out the supplies again. Oops. Okay, so we have the watercolor boards, the 5 acrylic gouaches, this Stonehenge paper that I have deemed useless. It's not even the right weight and such that they say. Now, in my first unboxing, you'll remember that I said I didn't see a pamphlet of information. I didn't see a sticker, so I was like, what on earth am I doing here? Turns out they switched to digital. It would be nice if they would update their website, because it still says that it'll be in your box. So hint, hint, Paletteful Packs, please update your website. Luckily, the wonderful Naomi from Naomi C Art let me know where I could find the prompts, because I was like, what is going on? That said, no one got stickers. The stickers you kind of, you know, put there to prove that you have that month's box for all these subscription box challenges. And also they're collector's items, and they didn't send those. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed, because this is not a cheap box. They did send some expensive stuff, but not like crazy. So yeah, the most expensive thing here is these gouaches. These are high quality gouaches. Very impressive. They don't change color even when they dry. Gouache normally does. This one did not. How do you do that, Holbein? Like, share your secret. So I did this literal, and so that's why my page that I'm about to show you is kind of I used only the brushes they gave me. So I have this 3/4 flat brush, and then this number 8 blender. And this thing, I do not like this brush. Not at all. The graphite pencil was, well, a graphite pencil. I mean, you know, same old same. I didn't open the kneaded rubber eraser, but that's because I already have one, and I'll save this for when that one's no longer useful. Okay. Now, do not laugh at this. The prompts were fantasy, library, dinner. Oh, there was another one too. Landscape, cottage, I don't know. You had 4 prompts to choose from. I picked fantasy, and I picked, now anyone out there who's familiar with the game Guild Wars 2, they're releasing Cantha. And I don't want to get all nerdy on you guys, but it's a very big deal to those who love the game, and it has a unique style. And so Cantha is coming out probably in January, and I decided to pick fantasy and draw a Cantha style theme. Now, let's just show you. Mine did not turn out how I wanted, but it still has that Cantha-esque appeal. Now, mind you, these are the colors we had. We had the carmine, lemon yellow, sky blue, jet black, titanium white. I did a lot of mixing, and yeah, I should have broken out my detailer brush, because these are meant to be like little strings. If you've ever looked at images of Cantha from the game, you would totally get this reference. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is going to make 0 sense to you. So I definitely went wrong there. I did layer it. Let me zoom in so you guys can see that. Because here's the thing with gouache. You can lay it down light with a lot of water, but then you can come back and add thick layers. So I have tons of layers, and they don't lift what's below. I was using the Robert Simmons brush to create those, and then I just could not get the fine lines here because they were going to wrap around, so it lost some of that. Mixing the colors wasn't too hard. I mean, orange is easy, you know, mix your 2 here, and then of course the yellow is on its own. Mix a little bit less, you get a lighter orange, or you can just add some white. The blue took a lot of finessing. So I started with the blue, added some white. It was too baby blue, so I added some black. I basically went back and forth between these until I got there. Now the browns, fun fact, you want to make brown, well, the right way. Just mix all 3 primary colors and you have brown. Ta-da! From there, you know, you kind of have to play around with it. So I had taken the brown I made by mixing these 3, and I added some of the orange I had already made by mixing these 2 to create some lighter brown. I can mix colors. Can't always use them, but I can mix them. So yeah, this is my attempt at a Cantha painting. One of my gamer friends said he wants to buy it. I was like, okay, you want to just give me $1? Yeah, this is not the vision whatsoever, but you know what? It was a fun learning curve. I've never used Holbein gouache. And anytime I use gouache, I tend to use it more like a watercolor consistency. So this time I used it in the way it's meant to be used, and that was a learning curve as well. I even got some cracking because I went a little crazy with my gouache. But either way, I still had a blast doing this. I didn't share it on social media because I don't think Paletteful Packs actually has a challenge. Whereas Smart Art and Art Snacks have challenges. Smart Art gives you points, reward points for each one you do, whereas I don't think you get anything for this. So overall, at the end of the day, I'm okay with this box. My least favorite box this month out of all three is by far Art Snacks. If next month Art Snacks sends again water brushes, I'm probably going to cancel because I don't need that many. And they seem to be really doing that a lot. I don't know if it's like they have a theme of the year or what their plan is, but and then again, out of all three, Smart Art was my favorite this month. It was my favorite last month. Next month, I plan to put a lot more effort into Smart Art, I think. And I'm going to do all four. And I think next month I'll have had 3 Smart Arts, 3 Art Snacks, and then second Paletteful Packs. And I'm probably going to drop someone just so that I can actually spend the month working on all of them. I can tell you right now, Smart Art is not being dropped, so it's between Paletteful Packs and Art Snacks. Who's going to lose? We could start voting now, but you know, I just don't want to be inundated with art supplies and not be inspired by those supplies. So we'll see which one I drop. I may add on another one instead. So if there's one you like or one you can think of, this looks hideous when it's facing that way. At least make it that way. If there's another one you think of, let me know and I'll try it out. I have tried the Let's Make Art box. I don't recommend that box whatsoever, just FYI. You're basically paying for student grade watercolors, watercolor paper, and templates, and that's it. You get like instruction cards, but then they release the videos for free on YouTube like a couple weeks anyway. And you still have to supply the brushes and all that, and you're paying a lot of money for that. You could literally just watch the tutorials on YouTube, use your own paper, find similar watercolors, and save yourself 40 bucks. So I actually canceled immediately and didn't even bother reviewing it. If you are a super beginner, it might be good for you, but that one I have axed from my list. So yeah, I am looking for other ones. I've already tried Scrawler Box and I have canceled that due to some issues, but let me know if there's any others that you can think of. I'd love to try them and we'll go from there. But thank you guys for hanging out this month, checking out these art boxes, and hopefully I can accomplish more next month.